Do you know how to get into ketosis? 5 tips to get into ketosis faster. Tip 1. Reduce carbohydrate intake. Ketosis is a metabolic state where the body burns fat instead of carbohydrates for energy. The most effective way to get into ketosis is to reduce carbohydrate intake to less than 50 grams per day. This may be difficult for some people, but there are many low-carb food options you can include in your diet, such as meats, eggs, nuts, and non-starchy vegetables. It is also important to remember that not all carbohydrates are the same. When choosing carbohydrates, opt for foods with a low glycemic index, such as vegetables, rather than processed foods high in refined carbohydrates. Tip 2. Increase intake of healthy fats. When we cut back on carbs, we need to get energy from another source, and that's fats. Be sure to include plenty of healthy fats in your diet, such as avocado, olive oil, nuts and seeds, and coconut oil. These fats will not only help you get into ketosis, but they will also provide essential nutrients for your body. In addition, consuming healthy fats will also help you stay full and satisfied longer, which can reduce the temptation to eat carbohydrates. Tip 3. Get high-intensity exercise. High-intensity exercise can help you get into ketosis faster by depleting your glycogen stores, which forces your body to burn fat for energy. Try short, intense workouts, such as weight training or high-intensity interval training (HIIT). In addition, exercising regularly can also increase your insulin sensitivity and improve your ability to burn fat in the long run. Tip 4. Intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is another effective way to get into ketosis. By limiting your eating time, your body will have more time to burn fat and get into ketosis. There are several ways to do intermittent fasting, but one of the most popular is the 16/8 diet, where you fast for 16 hours and eat in an 8-hour window. Tip 5. Stay hydrated. It's important to stay hydrated while trying to get into ketosis, as your body can lose water and electrolytes as it burns fat. Be sure to drink enough water and consider adding electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium to your diet to avoid dehydration. How long will it take to get into ketosis? The time it takes to get into ketosis can vary from person to person. Generally, it can take 2 to 7 days for the body to enter ketosis after significantly reducing carbohydrate intake. However, some studies have shown that in some cases it can take up to 2 weeks or more. Several factors can affect the time it takes to enter ketosis, such as the amount of carbohydrates you consume, your level of physical activity, your metabolism, and the composition of your diet. In addition, each person has an individual response to the low carbohydrate diet, so some people may enter ketosis faster than others. It is important to keep in mind that getting into ketosis is not an instantaneous process and may require time and patience. How will I know if I am already in ketosis? There are several ways to know if you are in ketosis. Here are some of the most common ways to check if your body is in ketosis. 1. Blood ketone test. This is one of the most accurate ways to measure ketone levels in the body. Blood ketone testing involves collecting a small sample of blood from your finger and testing it with a ketone meter. Blood ketone levels that indicate ketosis are generally between 0.5 and 3.0 mmol. 2. Urine ketone tests. Urine ketone test strips are an easy and inexpensive way to check if your body is in ketosis. The strips are dipped into the urine and change color according to the level of ketones present in the urine. However, these tests are not as accurate as blood ketone tests and may not be useful for people who have been in ketosis for some time. 3. Symptoms of ketosis. Some people experience symptoms of ketosis when they enter ketosis, such as increased energy, reduced appetite, bad breath, ketone halitosis, and increased thirst. If you experience these symptoms, you may be in ketosis. It is important to remember that each person has an individual response to the low carbohydrate diet and that ketone levels can vary from person to person. Therefore, it is important to consult with a healthcare professional if you have any concerns about ketosis or if you experience persistent symptoms. I hope you have found these tips helpful in getting into ketosis quickly. Remember that every body is different and it can take time to get into ketosis. Don't give up. If you follow these tips and maintain a healthy, balanced diet, you'll be on the right path to a healthier, happier life. Thanks for watching.